These are the best MCW class setups for MW3 rank play season 2 for every playstyle. Also, if you didn't know, as we head into this, the MCW actually got nerfed again today, reducing the ADS speed and the sprint to fire time, making it even slower. So if you run an AR, it's a very sad day. All right, starting off with a barrel, nothing has changed. You're going to want to run the 16.5 Cyclone long barrel. I've seen some debate about the Mammoth heavy barrel, but if we look at the stats here, if we just go quickly, the effective damage range plus 15%, the Mammoth heavy barrel 16%. But the bullet velocity is the biggest difference, right? The bullet velocity for the Cyclone long barrel is 18%, where the Mammoth heavy is only 8%, making the Cyclone long barrel still the go-to. Next, for the optic, you can either run the slate reflector or the Mark III reflector. Personally, I really like the Mark III reflector. I think it looks good. I have a better line of sight. You can use the slate if you like it. Both are very good. Onto the stock, and here's where things get a little different. In the beginning of season 1, everybody was running the Regal heavy stock, but with the mid-season update, it reduced its gun kit control, basically just made this attachment not as good. Everybody switched away from this, and instead of running a stock, the best thing to run now is this claw grip, which does basically the same thing as the Regal heavy stock did. Helps with recoil, gun kit control, and only really reduces aim idle sweat. Next, for Underbarrel, there are two attachments that are really good. It's just going to depend on your playstyle and what you're comfortable with. The first being the DR6, helps with aim walking speed, ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, and movement speed. Makes the gun a lot faster overall, and really doesn't have any negatives when it comes to ADS speed or accuracy. The other one is the X10 Phantom 5 hand stop, which helps with sprint to fire speed and ADS speed, which is what we need to make this gun good again after this recent nerf, but also it helps with vertical recoil and gun kit control. Personally, my favorite is the DR6 hand stop. If you look at it, the difference between the two is very small. The X10 Phantom 5 is going to help with recoil control, where the DR6 hand stop is going to help with mobility and movement. Other than that, they have the same ADS speed and increase to sprint to fire speed, so there's not really a difference. It all comes down to personal preference. And lastly, again, there are two attachments that can work for the muzzle. You're going to either want to run the T5 1R ability brake or the L4R flash hider. The ability brake helps a lot with vertical recoil, fire aim stability, and gun kit control. The only downside is there is a little bit more horizontal recoil. And then for the flash hider, the only difference, it has a little bit less vertical recoil control, and it's kind of a balanced muzzle, if that makes sense. Another big difference between the two is the flash hider reduces ADS speed by a little bit, where the ability brake just reduces bullet velocity and range. When it comes to ADS speed, the ability brake is about 10% better, 9% better when it comes to ADS speed, but it does come with a damage range decrease, where the flash hider doesn't decrease damage range. It does increase the ADS speed a little bit, so it kind of just depends what kind of AR you are. But personally, my go-to has got to be the flash hider. This is a class setup I run. If you're going to change this, I would change the flash hider to the ability brake. This makes the gun a little bit faster and helps with the vertical recoil if you need that. If you want more recoil control, you can switch the DR6 to the X10 Phantom 5. It's basically just finding the combo of the muzzle underbarrel that you like the best. Another one obviously is the flash hider and the X10 Phantom 5. I would try all of these combinations, see which one you like best. All of them are very viable. All right, the last class setup I want to go over is a really slow kind of posted AR. If you can't shoot either of these class setups straight, this one's probably for you. What you do is just take off the flash hider, and you're going to add the precision heavy stock. This basically aims for you. It's a little bit slower. The mobility is slower. The ADS speed is slower, along with the sprint to fire time, but it shoots very, very straight. This is the class setup I'll be running all of season 2. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and happy grinding. Deuces.